Hey friends, Rob Phoenix here. Hope you're all doing well. Today I want to talk to you about magical servitors. I've been reading up on these and watching countless YouTube videos and Googling and whatever about magical servitors for the past like 3 to 4 weeks. So on Sunday, I decided I would actually try to make one. It was kind of like a magical experiment. So I had been kind of reviewing our household finances and seeing where I stood with some of my debts and such. And I thought, well, as of Sunday, I thought I needed probably about $10,000 in order to pay some stuff off and get to where I felt comfortable. Um, and I thought, well, where am I going to get that money? So let's try a magical servitor. And so I created the magical servitor, which I'm going to get to after all this blabbing on Sunday. That was the 5th of January. So Monday, I remembered the servitor and I sent it a little more energy to like quote unquote feed it because you had to kind of well, it'll make more sense when I tell you how you make them. Tuesday, I went to work and I received the annual email to check my all my HR statistics, emergency contacts, that sort of thing, payroll deductions and such with. So I was looking at my paycheck deductions and I thought maybe I'll increase my 401k deduction. So I signed into the 401k and immediately there was a notice that I was eligible for um, what they call a hardship payout, but a payout of 9,500 and some dollars. And so I thought, well, that's my servitor brought that to me. I asked for 10,000 and 9,500. I thought, great. So Tuesday night, which was yesterday, I did the kind of the ritual to dissolve the servitor because it had done its work. But I had forgotten that I had given the servitor the job, the task of bringing me $10,000, not 9,500 today in the mail. Um, and Josani's here. He can attest to this. I received a letter from Amazon.com saying that I had unclaimed monies from 2020 in the amount of $650. And all I had to do was sign a document and send it back in. They'll send me a check for 650. So literally within 3 days, my magical servitor brought to me $10,000. Now, it turns out I only need pay maybe about half that much to get caught up on stuff and current and where I feel comfortable with things. Um, but the task I gave to the servitor was bring me $10,000 immediately. That's it. So let's talk about the creation of a servitor because this worked for me very quickly, very well. It seemed impossible when I did it. I thought, where's $10,000 going to come from? But when you're creating a servitor, you don't think that way. You give it one task, create one sentence that sums up what you need. And my sentence was, bring me $10,000 immediately. Not, I need $10,000 or I wish I could find $10,000. It was nothing like that. It was, I did not include anything like, so I can pay off a debt or so I can get caught up on things. I just said, bring me $10,000 immediately. That's it. So you create that sentence of your need. It has to be very straightforward, very dumbed down, I guess you could say. And then the technique that I used to create the servitor was one I learned back in my traditional witchcraft days back in the 90s for creating what was called a thought form. So I just kind of held my hands out like this to form sort of a triangle. And I did that breathing that I've been practicing where you breathe in through your nose, like deep into your body. So you feel that air go all the way through your body to your toes and real long inhalation. And then when you exhale through your mouth, you feel it and hear it leaving your body. And that is the breath of the Holy Spirit. That's what the Holy Spirit means. It's the breath of life. And so as you're holding this triangular visual, breathing in and you're breathing out, breathing life into literally just a ball of light. Now, I chose green because it's money related, and every time I breathe out into this thing, I saw the green glowing brighter and stronger and more powerful. And in my mind, I kept saying, bring me $10,000 immediately. That's it. You know, you didn't, I didn't want to overcomplicate it. I just kept it simple. So I just kept saying that in my mind. You know, I only did this for about 5 minutes and then I, with an exhale, released it to do its job. The very next day, I closed my eyes and just visualized it. And I did my breathing as if I was uh, breathing more life into it just to kind of repower it. And then Tuesday it manifested, today it manifested, it's done. So that is a magical servitor. They don't have a personality. It's not a he, it's not a she. Try not to get crazy with like visualizing appearances and such because you're overcomplicating it. It needs to be very simple, very straightforward. It's an actual real thing that exists. You put it out there into the universe, and remember, it will take the path of least resistance. You know, I didn't win the lottery for $10,000. It just made circumstances in my life where I actually had this money available to me all the time. Um, it just made me aware of it. So Josani, of course, is interested in this practice. This is so different from powwow. This is just, it's so different from powwow because it's taking a more active role in your magic, where powwow is very kind of passive, like leave it in God's hands. So this is different for me. And I really like this because it seems to be working for me. Um, yes, to create a servitor on a Sunday and by Wednesday you have $10,000. That's nothing to sneeze at. That's good stuff. That's good magic. And that's what magic, you know, everybody says, well, magic should be this path of self-discovery and this enlightenment and such. Why? Magic needs to work for me. Like when I do magic, I need it to give me results. That's why I'm doing it. I do magic for a reason. Um, you know, I'm not going to just keep working magic so I progress on some like imaginary spiritual tree or ladder or whatever. No, I'm already a part of that by being alive in this world and whatever. So I'm going to do magic to see results and get what it is that I need in my life. So I'm going to go through the servitor process with Josani because he has a couple things that he would like to experiment with. And we're going to do that after we're done filming this video. Do you have anything to add, Josani? I know I just blabbed a whole lot, but
Um, I guess I something like for people that don't really believe in magic and that kind of thing. Um, I guess nobody can force you, obviously, but I don't know if you really think about it. Like powwow, that is done through the hand of God and the Holy Spirit. Like that is real stuff right there. That's Jesus healing you. That's God showing you love, and that's more than you could really ever ask for. But when it comes to magic and that kind of stuff, that seems, I don't know, a bit more realistic. I mean, I guess not really realistic, but just, I don't know how to explain it. It just seems like realer, you know? Like, because we've always, I mean, some people have always watched and wish they had the powers of a wizard or a witch or any of that kind of stuff. But when you really think about it, their spells and stuff, they aren't really that far fetched because there are actual real witches out there. And my dad was one for years. I guess you could call it a warlock, but it doesn't really matter. Uh, but in that fashion, yeah, I think this new servitor thing is the way to go. That's all I have to say.
yeah, it worked. It worked. So good stuff. Yeah, good input. So we'll let you know how it goes. But yeah, just follow that simple way. Like I said to him, anytime I learn something and it works for me, I definitely want to share it because I want everybody to be successful like I am with magic. I want, you know, if it works for me, excuse me, I want it to work for you too. You know, if you need $10,000, I want it to work for you within 2 to 3 days. Um, So yeah, you just got to do it and like throw your servitor out there and just let it do its job. All right, you created it to do a task. It's going to do that one task. Don't overcomplicate it by changing the task or like giving it like multiple things to do. Give it one simple thing to do. If you need something else, create a different servitor for that. But don't have too many servitors out there because you have to remember them and you have to like quote unquote feed them and give them some energy. So yeah, there it is. So obviously we are still fighting this illness that we got for Christmas as a lovely Christmas gift.
Hugs.
It does suck. So I hope you're all doing well and I hope this was helpful. But yeah, definitely do the servitor thing. I mean, it worked for me and so therefore I want to share it with you guys. I hope it works for you. And I know it's gonna work for Josani. That's it. So hope you're all doing well. Hope you have a great night. God bless you guys. Love you. And we will talk again soon.
Peace out.